Today we are going to solve the practice question paper for class 11th, subject home science. It is for the term 1. The question paper has been released by DOE for class 11 students. On this pattern only your term 1 paper would be coming. The total duration of the paper is 90 minutes and total 55 questions would be coming in the paper, out of which 45 questions are supposed to be attempted, and the maximum marks for this would be 35. So each question counts to 0.77 marks. Let's check the questions. The question paper is divided into 3 parts. Part A has 25 multiple choice questions, out of which 20 questions are supposed to be done. Part B has 24 multiple choice questions, out of which 20 questions are supposed to be done. And Part C has case study based questions. Out of total 6 questions are there, and out of which 5 questions are supposed to be done. Let's take a look. Part 1. So the 25 questions are there and 20 questions are to be attempted, out of which. So the first question is, the paper is set bilingually. So we are covering the English part, and you can also look at the Hindi part if you wish. So the first question is, roads, hospitals, libraries are example of which of the following resources? So the question is very simple. Roads, hospitals and libraries are community resources. The human resources are the personal resources that one has. This includes time, knowledge, interest. Individual resources are also personal resources which the particular person has, for example, house, money, things, dresses, etc. Natural resources are the things that are naturally available. So the answer is community resources. Roads, hospital, libraries are to be used by the community. These are not personal. The second question is, which of the following statements is wrong with respect to home science education? Options are, it helps the students to become an alert and aware consumer. This is right. Second is, students are enriched with knowledge of nutrition and good living. That is also correct. Third is, good healthy habits are developed in the students. So that is also correct. The fourth one is, it is only for girls at the senior secondary level. So this option is not correct. Both girls and boys can attempt. Both boys and girls can take the subject at senior secondary. So the answer is D part. It is only for girls at the senior secondary level. This option is wrong with respect to home science education. Let's check the next question. What are the attributes of a person that make him or her different from others called? So the options are personal identity, social identity, physical identity and emotional identity. So the answer is personal identity. Personal identity is something that makes you different from others. And another question, the question paper seems to be very easy. Another question is, name the printing done on fabric at industrial scale. The options are stencil, block, screen and roller. So the answer would be roller. Roller printing cannot be done at home or at personal level. This is done at industrial level only. So the answer would be roller. Question number 5. An open work fabric in which network of yarns formed into intricate designs is called. So the intricate designs, a network of yarns, with the help of network of yarns, is called nets. The other options are braiding, laces, knitted fabric, but the option would be nets. Question number 6. Which of the following is not a career option under home science? The options are dietitian, beautician, interior decorator and fashion designer. So the dietitian, interior decorator and fashion designer are obviously the career options that we study under home science. We learn about food and nutrition, so the dietitian is there. We learn about the interiors, how to decorate the interiors, arrange the furniture and the furnishings, so that comes under interior decorator. And the fashion designer, we study about the textile industry, the fabrics and apparels. So the fashion designer is also the career option, but we do not study anything related to beauty, so the petition is not a career option for home science. Let's check the question number 7. Which of the following is not an aspect of the management process? So the options are planning, organizing, interchangeability, and controlling. So the planning, organizing, and controlling are the aspects of management process, but interchangeability is not an aspect. So that C part, interchangeability, would be the answer, that it is not an aspect of management process. Question number 8. When fibers are transformed into yarn, the twists are added to hold them together, which are known as, options are MPI, TPI, ZPI, LPI. So the answer for this would be TPI. TPI means twists per inch. We count the twists in an inch of the yarn. So these twists are counted as twist per inch. So let's get to the next question. Question number 9. A video system that is a combination of computer and video and uses multimedia approach is known as, option are Bluetooth, interactive video, teleconferencing, or microcomputer. So Bluetooth is a device, Bluetooth is something that connects one device to another, so that cannot be an option. Second is interactive video. Interactive video is obviously, it is a combination of computer and video, so this would be the answer for this question, interactive video. Neither teleconferencing nor microcomputer. So the answer is B part, interactive video. Question number 10. During which stage of human life the self-descriptions are in absolute terms, which means they do not see themselves in comparison with others. So the stage that in which a child does not compare himself or herself with others is early childhood. In infancy, the child doesn't understand himself or herself. In middle childhood, child start comparing his qualities with the other children. In adolescence also, the child is more social, but in early childhood, the child only talks about himself. So answer is early childhood. Another question, question number 11. The rating or television rating point of a television program received from viewers is an example of which of the following element of communication process? Options are receiver, feedback, message, or channel. So this is there is no receiver like this in giving the TRP. So feedback is the option when giving the rating to a television program is like giving a feedback. So it is not a message, not a channel, not a receiver. It is B part, feedback. And next question, question number 12. Which of the following fabrics are made directly from fibers? Felts, viscose, acrylic, spandex. The answer here is felts. Felts are made directly from fibers. Question number 13. Which of the following is not an indicator of sexual maturity in girls? Options are menarche, growth of axillary hair, marked voice changes, age of maximum growth. So menarche is obviously an indicator of sexual maturity in girls. Growth of axillary hair are also, and then age of maximum growth is also the indicator of sexual maturity in girls. But marked voice changes cannot be really called an indicator of sexual maturity. So the answer would be C, marked voice changes. Question number 14. At what stage of life does the ability to think abstractly develop? So ability to think abstractly develops in adolescence age. Very simple question. So the answer would be C, adolescence age. Next question. Question number 15. What is a device called to trace the work over time? So options are peak load period, B is work curve, C is rest or break period, fourth is work simplification. So we have to look at the device that is used to trace the work over time. So the device, peak load period is not a device, rest break period is also not a device, and simplifying work is also not a device. Work curve is something we use to trace the work over time. So the answer is work curve. Let's get to the question number 16. Motivation slash interest is an example of which type of resource? So this is a personal internal uh, resource. Motivation and interest, this is an internal resource. So the options are human, non-human, shared, and natural. Obviously answer would be human because it is personal and intrinsic resource. Answer is human resource. Question number 17. Kavita loves listening to music for her entertainment based on interaction. What communication is it? So this kind of an interaction where she is only listening to the music is coming to her, she is only listening, she is neither talking, and there is no two-way communication. She is not talking, she is only listening. It is one-way communication only. So the answer is A part, one-way communication. Question number 18th. What does implementation mean? Is it organizing the resources, putting a plan into action, dividing activities to achieve, or controlling? So implementing something, it means putting a plan into action. So the answer would be B, putting a plan into action. Question number 19. Which of the following options comes under micronutrients? Is it carbohydrates and protein, protein and fat and minerals, or vitamins and minerals? So macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So and micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. So the answer to this question would be D part, vitamins and minerals. So if you know all about the nutrients, you would be easily able to do it. Question number 20. At what stage of life an individual feel a sense of identity crisis? Uh, so a sense of identity crisis, usually an adolescent only feels a sense of identity, is tries to make his identity, and if is not able to make one, he feels the identity crisis. So the answer would be adolescence. Question number 21. We have already covered 20 questions. We are at 21st question. Which of the following is a mode of modern communication? Puppet, posters, mobile phone, or magazines? So puppet, posters, and magazines are traditional modes only. The modern mode of communication is mobile phone. Very simple. Another question, number 22. Which is the most important tip for effective time management? Make a detailed plan. Do not make provision for leisure time. Create a simple to-do list. Complete optional activities first. So if we have to make an effective time management, we have to see what works we have to do, and then accordingly look at the time how we can manage that. So the options are: make a detailed plan, do not make provision for leisure time, create a simple to-do list. So that suits C part, create a simple to-do list. So what we have to do, we'll make a list of what works we have to do. Question 23rd. What are the causes of double burden of malnutrition in India? What is the double burden? Options are undernutrition and blindness, B is overnutrition and cretinism, C is undernutrition and overnutrition, D is protein energy malnutrition. So the answer would be C part, undernutrition and overnutrition. In India, there are many people who are undernourished and there are many who are overnourished. So both are suffering from the nourishment problems, excess nourishment or poor nourishment. So that is the double burden of malnutrition. Question number 24th. Making jams, pickles, or growing herbs, vegetables will be an dash activity. It would be optional, monthly, weekly, daily. So monthly activities include Doing things that are supposed to be done on a monthly basis, for example, paying the bills, electricity bill, water bills, paying the rents, monthly rents, or paying the school fee. These are the monthly tasks that are to be done. Weekly tasks include the things, for example, buying the grocery for the whole week, etc. And daily tasks, I have making daily food and going to school, going to office. These are the daily tasks. So making jams, pickles, or growing herbs are do not come under monthly, weekly, and daily tasks. They are the optional tasks. So this will be an optional activity. So option is A, optional. Question number 25th. All India Medical All India Institute of Medical Sciences of Delhi is an example of which level of healthcare: primary, secondary, tertiary, and international. So the answer would be tertiary, as primary healthcare are only the very simple, they give only very simple treatment. They are not specialized. They refer to the secondary healthcare services when in case of need. Even secondary health services are not very good. So for the proper treatments, proper lab tests, and proper surgeries, etc., and for taking care of the technical and complicated cases, tertiary health care systems are used. So usually the primary and secondary healthcare services refer to the patients to tertiary healthcare in times of need. So all India Institute of Medical Sciences comes under tertiary healthcare. So with this we have covered the 25 questions and section A has been covered. So paper seems to be easy, and I hope you won't find any problem doing the paper. We'll cover the section B part in another video. Thank you.